Welcome, brave souls, to a realm where shadows whisper secrets too vile for the light. I'm here to unravel tales so chilling that your skin will crawl long after the silence falls. Help me reach my first 1,000 subscribers, hit that button now, and together, let's unearth the horrors awaiting us tonight. The chill of winter wraps around me as I step off the bus into the small, secluded village my parents now call home. It's a stark contrast to the bustling city life I've grown accustomed to at college. The dense forest that surrounds this place feels both comforting and a bit unsettling. I'm here for the holidays, looking forward to some quiet time, but adjusting to this new rhythm is proving to be a challenge. My parents, seeking peace in their retirement, have settled into this remote haven. They go to bed early, leaving me to my own devices in the quiet of the night. I've been struggling with my sleep schedule, staying up late and waking up later than I should. Tonight, I decided to reset my body clock by staying awake until sunrise. It seems like a good plan, but as the night deepens, an unexpected twist unfolds. Luna, our family dog, usually so calm and collected, starts acting strangely as the early morning approaches. Her ears perk up, and she begins to pace around the living room, her eyes fixed on the door. It's as if she senses something out there, something I can't see or hear. Her behavior sends a shiver down my spine, making me wonder what secrets this wilderness holds. As the first light of dawn creeps through the windows, I can't shake the feeling that this holiday might not be as peaceful as I had hoped. Luna's unease has me on edge, and I'm left wondering what the coming days will bring in this quiet, yet mysterious village. The morning light is just starting to break through the heavy clouds as I take Luna out for a walk. The fresh layer of snow crunches under my boots, a peaceful sound that's quickly overshadowed by a sense of unease. Luna's still on edge, her tail low as she sniffs the air. As we round the corner of the house, I spot them, a single set of footprints leading from the forest straight to one of our windows. My heart skips a beat. These tracks are fresh, the edges crisp against the light snow that started falling at 2 a.m. Whoever, or whatever, made them was here just before dawn. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I step into the footprints, following their path. They lead right up to the window, and I can see where the person stood still, as if watching through the glass. A chill runs down my spine at the thought of someone peering into our home while we slept. Then, the tracks take a sharp turn and head straight back into the woods. No wandering or hesitation. It's like the person knew exactly where they were going. Luna whines softly beside me, her eyes darting towards the forest. I stand there for a moment, the cold seeping through my jacket, trying to make sense of it all. These footprints shouldn't be here, and yet they are. A silent testament to something, or someone, lurking just beyond the safety of our home. As I lead Luna back inside, I can't shake the feeling that this mystery is only just beginning. As soon as I get back inside, I can feel the tension in the air. I rush to my father, Thomas, and tell him about the footprints. He just shrugs it off, saying he made them. But that can't be right. I heard him snoring all night. There's no way he could have snuck out and back without me noticing. My mother, Claire, tries to smooth things over, her voice calm and reassuring. Yet, I catch her nervous glance, a flicker of doubt in her eyes that tells me she's not convinced either. Something's off, and we all feel it. I step back outside to take another look at the footprints. That's when I notice something strange. They're spaced too widely apart. It's as if whoever made them was gliding, not walking. The realization sends a shiver down my spine. These tracks aren't from a normal person. They're from something else entirely. Back inside, I can't shake the unease. The house feels smaller, the walls closing in as the mystery deepens. My parents might want to brush this off, but I know I can't. Those footprints are a sign that something impossible is happening right outside our door, and I need to find out what it is. The unease from the footprints lingers in my mind, pushing me to investigate further. I head to the back of the house, where an old door leads to the basement. It's always locked, but today, it's slightly ajar. My heart races as I push it open, the creak of the hinges echoing in the quiet morning. Stepping inside, I'm greeted by the musty smell of the basement. My eyes scan the floor, and there they are, faint impressions in the dust, as if something had been standing there for a long time. It's eerie, like a silent witness to whatever's been happening. Then, I spot it, a small patch of melted snow near the impressions. It's as if someone, or something, had briefly stepped in before retreating. The sight sends a chill down my spine. How could snow have melted down here in the cold basement? I take a deep breath, trying to steady my nerves. This isn't just about strange footprints anymore. It's about uncovering the truth behind them. The forgotten door, usually locked and ignored, has become a key piece of this puzzling mystery. I need to keep digging to find out what or who is behind all of this. Midnight rolls around and the house feels heavy with tension. My parents are on edge and so am I. Determined to catch whatever's been lurking around, I decide to stay up. The clock ticks slowly, each second stretching into eternity. Around 3 a.m., I hear it. Soft crunching sounds, like footsteps on fresh snow. My heart pounds as I creep to the frosty window, peering out into the darkness. There at the edge of the trees stands a tall figure, motionless and eerie. It's watching the house, just like the footprints suggested. Suddenly, the figure vanishes, disappearing as if it were never there. I rush outside, but there are no new tracks in the snow. It's like it just melted into the night. Back inside, Luna, who's usually so fearless, is whimpering and hiding under the table. Her fear adds to the growing sense of dread. Whatever this is, it's not just a simple intruder. It's something more, something that can appear and disappear without a trace. As I sit there, wide awake and on guard, I know this mystery is far from over. The morning after the silent watcher vanished, my father and I decide to follow a new set of footprints leading away from our home. The snowy forest behind the house feels eerie, the trees looming like silent sentinels as we trace the path deeper into the woods. Suddenly, the tracks split. One path continues deeper into the forest, while the other curves back toward the house from the opposite direction. A chill runs down my spine as I realize something was moving toward us while we were following it. We exchange a worried glance and rush back home. As we approach the house, my heart sinks. There, leading inside, are fresh footprints, but there's no sign of forced entry. It's as if whatever made them just walked right in. We follow the tracks inside, and they stop directly in front of my bedroom door. The realization hits me like a cold wave. This isn't just some random intruder, it's something that knows us, knows where we sleep. The footprints that shouldn't exist are a chilling reminder that whatever's happening is far from over. We're not just dealing with a mystery anymore. We're in the midst of something much more sinister. As another night approaches, the tension in the house is palpable. The heavy snowfall outside adds to the eerie atmosphere. My parents and I brace ourselves, knowing that whatever's been haunting us isn't done yet. When we look out the window, we see them. Multiple sets of footprints circling the house, but none leading away. It's like they're trapped in a loop, a haunting reminder of our unseen visitors. The snow continues to fall, but when morning comes, the footprints remain untouched by the storm, as if frozen in time. My heart races as I glance toward the forest. There, in the distance, Deep among the trees, I see dark silhouettes standing motionless, waiting. It's a chilling sight, one that confirms our worst fears. Whatever or whoever is behind these footprints isn't just passing through. They're here for a reason. As the daylight grows stronger, I know we can't ignore this any longer. We need to confront whatever's out there to finally unravel the mystery that's been circling our home. The final encounter is upon us, and it's time to face the unknown head-on. The winter chill wraps around me as I step into the dimly lit hallway of my dorm. It's eerily quiet, almost abandoned, as I return early from my holiday trip. I'm here to get ready for an important internship interview, but the silence is unsettling. My footsteps echo as I make my way to my floor, and it hits me. My entire dorm floor is empty. I slide my keycard through the reader, the beep a loud intrusion in the stillness. The security here is tight, or so they say. Only those with authorized keycards should be able to access the building. Yet as I settle into my room, a creeping sensation of being watched prickles at the back of my neck. As I unpack, the faint tapping from the air vent catches my attention. It's probably just the building settling, I tell myself, shrugging off the unease. But the silence of the empty dormitory, combined with that nagging feeling, makes it hard to shake the sense that something is off. I try to focus on preparing for my interview, but the quiet is too scary. I'm trying to unwind, my laptop screen casting a soft glow in the otherwise dark room. I'm deep into an online documentary, the kind that makes you forget about the world around you. But then, the unmistakable sound of my door unlocking snaps me back to reality. I figure it's just my roommate, back from her holiday a bit earlier than planned. I turn towards the door, expecting to see her, but it swings open fully, and there's no one there. My heart starts racing. A Christmas ornament hanging from the ceiling sways gently, disturbed by something, or someone. Then, I hear it, a hesitant step inside my room. Frozen in fear, I hold my breath, staying as quiet as the empty dorm around me. But when I shift slightly, my futon creaks under me. That's all it takes. The intruder, whoever it was, suddenly rushes out, leaving the door wide open. As I sit there, heart pounding, a strange scent lingers in the air. It's like old books mixed with damp clothes, a smell that doesn't belong in my room. I'm left wondering who, or what, was in my dorm, and why they left so quickly. The silence of the empty dormitory feels even more oppressive now, and I know I won't be able to shake this feeling of unease anytime soon. I'm still reeling from last night's unsettling encounter. I need to make sense of it, so I quickly text my roommate. She replies almost immediately, confirming she's still away. That leaves me puzzled. I call security next, hoping for some reassurance, but they insist no one else has access to my room. Their words do little to calm me down. Determined to catch whoever or whatever it was if they return, I set up a simple trap. I tie a piece of string over the door, figuring it'll fall if someone tries to enter. It's not much, but it's something. That night, sleep is elusive. Every little sound makes me jump. Then, at precisely 3:13 a.m., I'm jolted awake by the soft click of a keycard being used. My heart races as I hear the door creak open, but no one steps inside. I lie still, barely breathing, straining to hear any movement. In the dim glow of the lamp, I catch a glimpse of something that sends chills down my spine. Reflected in the screen, there's a tall, motionless figure standing in the doorway, just watching. It doesn't move, doesn't make a sound, just stands there, its presence filling the room with an eerie stillness. I'm frozen, too scared to move or even scream. After what feels like an eternity, the figure slowly backs away, the door closing softly behind it. The string over the door remains undisturbed, adding to the mystery. I'm left alone in the dark, the silence of the empty dormitory now feeling like a heavy weight pressing down on me. The next morning, I'm still shaken from last night's eerie visitor. I need answers, so I head straight to the dormitory security office. I tell them everything, the door unlocking, the figure in the doorway, the whole unnerving experience. They pull up the access logs for my room, but there's no sign of any keycard activity during the night. The security officer just shrugs it off, saying it must be a system glitch, but I can't accept that. Something is definitely wrong here. I insist they look again, but they seem more interested in brushing me off than helping. Frustrated and still on edge, I leave the office feeling more unsettled than ever. Back in my room, I'm determined to protect myself. I drag my suitcase over and prop it against the door. It's not much, but it's something. I also keep my phone close by, ready to call for help at a moment's notice. That night, sleep is a distant dream. Every little sound makes me jump, but somehow, I eventually drift off. When I wake up in the morning, my suitcase is still in place, just as I left it. But then I notice something that sends a chill down my spine. My closet door is slightly open. I know for sure I closed it last night. The realization hits me hard. Someone, or something, must have been in my room while I slept. The unsettling feeling of being watched intensifies, and I know I can't ignore this anymore. Something strange is happening, and I need to find out what it is, no matter how terrifying the truth might be. I can't shake the feeling of unease. After last night's unsettling discovery, I'm more determined than ever to uncover the truth. Tonight, I decided to stay awake, ready to face whatever comes through my door. I lie in bed, pretending to sleep, with my phone camera open and recording, aimed at the door. The minutes tick by slowly, each one stretching into eternity. Then, at precisely 3:13 a.m., I hear it, the soft click of the door unlocking. My heart races, but I keep still, watching the screen. The door creaks open, and there it is, the figure from before, standing in the doorway. It hesitates, just like last time, then slowly steps inside. I'm ready to scream, to confront this intruder, but before I can, a whisper cuts through the silence. Not you. The voice is soft, almost sad, and it sends a shiver down my spine. The figure lingers for a moment longer before backing out of the room, the door closing softly behind it. As soon as I'm sure it's gone, I exhale a breath I didn't realize I was holding. My hands shake as I stop the recording on my phone. I need to see what I captured, to understand what's happening. The next morning, I check my phone, eager to review the footage, but my heart sinks when I see the video is corrupted. All that effort, all that fear, and I'm left with nothing but a garbled mess of pixels. The frustration is overwhelming, but it only fuels my determination. I need to find out who or what is behind this, and why they whispered those chilling words to me. The corrupted video leaves me frustrated and more determined than ever to find answers. I can't shake the feeling that something sinister is at play, so I head to the basement archives of campus security. It's a dusty, forgotten place, but I'm hoping to uncover something, anything, that might explain what's happening. I sift through old files and reports, my eyes scanning for any mention of strange occurrences in my building. And then, I find it, a chilling detail that sends a shiver down my spine. Years ago, a student went missing, last seen entering a dorm room on my floor. The investigation failed to turn up any leads, and the room was eventually reassigned. But what's even more unsettling is that other students who lived there afterward reported strange occurrences before mysteriously transferring out. My heart races as I piece together the puzzle. Could this missing student be connected to the figure that's been haunting my room? I need more proof, something concrete to link the past to the present. Back in my room, I remember the faint tapping sound from the air vent that I dismissed as the building's settling. Curiosity and dread mix as I approached the vent, peering through the slats. And there it is, barely visible but unmistakable, the missing student's nameplate, still attached inside the air vent. The realization hits me like a cold wave. This isn't just a random occurrence, it's tied to a dark history in this building. The nameplate is a haunting reminder that whatever happened to that student might still be lingering here, watching, waiting. I know I can't stay in this room any longer. I need to find a way out, to escape whatever presence is trapped within these walls. I can't stay here any longer. The discovery of the missing student's nameplate in the air vent has convinced me that I'm in real danger. I start packing my things, my hands shaking with urgency. As I pull my suitcase from under the bed, something catches my eye. A single, dusty shoe. My blood runs cold. It's not mine, and it certainly doesn't belong to my roommate. The realization that someone, or something, has been in my room, possibly hiding under my bed, sends a shiver down my spine. I finish packing as quickly as I can and arrange to move out immediately. There's no way I'm spending another night in this haunted place. I head to a friend's place, hoping to find some peace and safety away from the eerie presence that's been stalking me. That night, I'm restless, unable to shake the feeling of being watched even from afar. At precisely 3:13 a.m., my phone buzzes with a notification. Missed keycard attempt. Your room. My heart races as I check the camera feed I left running in my old room. The feed glitches, but for a split second, the screen shows my closet door, slightly ajar, and a pair of eyes peering out. The sight sends a chill through me, confirming my worst fears. Whatever, or whoever, is haunting my dorm room is still there, still searching for something. I know I made the right decision to leave, but the mystery of the missing student and the strange occurrences in that building linger in my mind. I'm safe for now, but I can't help wondering what secrets those walls still hold, and whether I'll ever truly escape the shadow of that unsettling experience. The chill of winter had just started to seep into our new home when the heating system kicked in for the first time. I was settling into my new room, surrounded by unpacked boxes, when a strange smell caught my attention. It was faint at first, but as I walked closer to the air vent, it grew stronger, a nauseating scent like something rotting. Curiosity tugged at me, and I knelt down to inspect the vent. That's when I heard it, a soft, unsettling sound of breathing coming from inside the ducts. My heart skipped a beat. Was it just the old house settling, or was there something, or someone, lurking within the walls of our new home? A strange mix of intrigue and unease settled over me. The warmth from the heater felt hollow as I sat back, staring at the vent, my mind buzzing with questions about what might be hidden there. The unsettling smell and the sound of breathing from the vents lingered in my thoughts all night. I couldn't just dismiss it, so the next morning, I grabbed a flashlight and headed to the basement to check the heating system. Each creaky step down the stairs fueled a growing knot of dread and determination. The basement was chilly and damp, the perfect setting for a horror movie. I approached the large, dusty furnace and aimed my flashlight into the main vent. The beam sliced through the darkness, illuminating the dusty ducts. Then I saw it. 2 eyes, glinting back at me in the light. My pulse hammered as I locked gazes with whatever it was, my mind scrambling to understand. Just as quickly, the eyes vanished with a blink. My flashlight flickered, casting jagged shadows around the basement. When the light steadied, nothing remained. Had I imagined it? Or was something, or someone, really down there? I stood frozen, a cold sweat prickling my skin, torn between fleeing and digging deeper into this nightmare. That night, I lay in bed, trying to push away the basement's eerie memory. The house was quiet, the heater's soft hum the only sound. Then it started, a faint scratching inside the walls. It grew louder, closer, as if something was inching toward my room. My chest tightened as I sat up, ears straining. The scratching seemed to claw right behind the wall by my bed. I snatched my flashlight from the nightstand, my hands trembling, but I hesitated. What if I wasn't ready for what I'd find? Steeling myself, I crept to the vent near the floor and shone the light on it. In the dust around the opening were small handprints, clear, deliberate marks. A wave of nausea hit me. Whatever was in our house was closing in, leaving proof of its presence. I couldn't pretend this was nothing anymore. I needed answers, even if they terrified me. Those small handprints in the dust snapped something in me. Sleep was impossible, my mind churning with images of what, or who, might be lurking below. The next morning, I recalled a hidden panel in the basement, tucked behind old shelves. I had to know what was down there, no matter how much it unnerved me. I shoved the shelves aside and pried open the panel, revealing a narrow staircase descending into shadow. My heart thudded as I climbed down, flashlight in hand, the musty air pressing against me in the tight space. At the bottom was a small makeshift living area, food wrappers, a sleeping bag, scattered belongings. Then I saw the notes on a rickety table. I grabbed one, my breath catching at the words. I'm not alone down here. The other one watches me. Disbelief and panic surged through me. Who wrote this? And what was the other one? The idea of multiple intruders twisted my stomach into knots. I fumbled for my phone, snapping photos with shaky hands, then bolted back upstairs, resolve hardening. I'd get help and expose whatever this was. Sunrise draped the house in an eerie calm. I called the police, showing them the photos and guiding them to the basement panel. They searched, but found nothing. No wrappers, no sleeping bag, no notes. It was as if the space had been erased overnight. That night, I tried explaining it all to my parents. Their skeptical looks stung, their insistence that I was stressed from the move cutting deeper. I felt isolated, but I wasn't imagining this. I knew it was real. As I lay in bed, wrestling with frustration, a shadow flickered near the vent. Then came the sound again, faint, rhythmic breathing. My blood ran cold, but anger flared too. Whatever was here was still watching, taunting me. I wouldn't let it win. I'd find the truth, no matter who doubted me. This was far from over. It was a snowy winter night when I, Emma, a 26-year-old teacher, decided to stop by the local grocery store after a long day at work. The store was nearly empty, with just a few other late-night shoppers wandering the aisles. I grabbed a cart and made my way to the cereal section, hoping to quickly pick up my favorite brand and head home. As I browsed the colorful boxes, I noticed a man standing a bit too close for comfort. He had round glasses and a clean-shaven face, but he wasn't shopping. Instead, he lingered there, his eyes locked on me. My stomach twisted, and I darted to another aisle, desperate to shake the creeping unease. But as I slipped into the next aisle, there he stood at the far end, his gaze piercing through me. My heart thudded wildly. Who was this man, and what did he want? I tried to stay calm, but the weight of his stare pressed against me. I had to escape before it was too late. With my heart still pounding from the unsettling encounter in the aisles, I hurried to the self-checkout lanes, eager to leave the store behind. The flickering overhead lights cast eerie shadows, adding to my unease. I quickly scanned my items, my eyes darting around, hoping to catch a glimpse of the man with the round glasses. To my relief, he was nowhere in sight. I took a deep breath, trying to convince myself that I was overreacting. Maybe he had just been a curious shopper, and I had misread the situation. As I bagged my groceries, I started to feel a bit safer. But just as I started to relax, I spotted him again near the entrance, hands empty. Our eyes locked, and he tilted his head slightly, a faint amusement flickering across his face. My breath caught in my throat. This was no coincidence. He was stalking me. I had to leave, now. Stepping out into the cold, eerily quiet parking lot, I took a deep breath and deliberately scanned my surroundings. The snow crunched under my feet as I made my way to my car, hoping to leave the unsettling encounter behind. For a moment, I felt a flicker of relief, no sign of the man with the round glasses. But then, I heard footsteps closing in. My heart surged into my throat. I spun around. He was there, mere feet away, his eyes boring into mine, with a twisted grin curling his lips. Panic surged through me as I fumbled for my car keys, my hands shaking. I quickened my pace, desperate to reach the safety of my car. But then I saw it. He was mirroring my every step, a predator savoring the hunt. My pulse hammered in my ears. This was no chance meeting. He was deliberately trailing me. I needed to go fast. Finally reaching my car, I quickly unlocked the door and slipped inside, slamming it shut behind me. My hands were trembling as I locked the doors, the sound echoing in the quiet parking lot. I tried to start the engine, but it stalled in my rush to leave. Frustration and fear mixed as I turned the key again, willing the car to start. As I dialed Jason's number, I risked a glance out the window. The man with the round glasses lingered there, a few feet off, staring at me with a knowing leer. My heart raced as I waited for Jason to pick up, but before he could answer, the man did something unexpected. He pulled out his phone and snapped a picture of my car. Then, as casually as if he were out for a stroll, he turned and walked away into the night. The engine finally roared to life, and I pulled out of the parking lot, my mind racing. Why had he taken a picture of my car? What did he want? I needed to get home, to safety, but the feeling of being watched lingered, haunting me. Back in the safety of my apartment, I tried to shake off the unease that clung to me like a shadow. The lights were on, but the place still felt cold, as if the chill from the snowy night had followed me inside. I told myself it was just a creep I'd never see again, a random encounter at the grocery store, but the memory of his unsettling smirk and the way he followed me haunted my thoughts. As I prepared for bed, hoping to leave the night's events behind, my phone suddenly buzzed. My heart skipped a beat as I glanced at the screen. A new message from an unknown number. With trembling fingers, I opened it, and there it was. The picture he had taken of my car in the parking lot. A wave of fear washed over me. How did he know my phone number? The realization that this wasn't just a random encounter hit me like a punch to the gut. This man had targeted me, and now he was invading my personal space. I needed to figure out who he was and why he was doing this, but for now, all I could do was lock my doors and hope for a peaceful night's sleep.